Happy Tuesday. It is the second day of our road trip. We are up a little late this morning because we didn't get in until a little late, and then we had to figure out accommodations for tomorrow and get dinner and all that, because yesterday was our longest travel day. Today is our shortest travel day. It's still 6 hours of driving at least, plus stops, so still gonna be a decently long travel day, but we're up and at it. I'm packing the car back up and we're gonna hit the road here shortly. Today we're driving north to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So we're gonna go through all the way up of Missouri. We're gonna almost touch Kansas. I think we might dip into Iowa, and then definitely through Omaha, Nebraska, and up through Nebraska into South Dakota. So that's where we'll be tonight. I'm thinking if we get there early enough, we might take the Jeep off the trailer over here and go see the actual Sioux Falls, but we'll have to take the dogs with us because we can't leave the dogs in the hotel room. It's just the rule with a dog-friendly hotel. So we'll see. Maybe we can do something fun this evening and get something good to eat. Last night we had to have Chipotle instead of Kansas City barbecue. All the barbecue places were closed already, so that was kind of sad. But when you're on a road trip, cross-country road trip of moving across the country with your dogs, it's kind of hard to do anything, you know, too fun, because you got to take the dogs with you, and you know, it's just a lot. So today's gonna be a good travel day. The weather looks perfect. It's gonna be hot. It's hot out here in the Midwest, but I'm excited to see some more of the country. And we're finally in parts of the country that neither of us have ever been to. I've never been this far, driven this far from St. Louis, and then never been to like Nebraska and South Dakota and all that. So I'm sure it's gonna be flat and lots of farmland just like yesterday, but it'll still be cool. So, all right, we'll see what adventures we can get into today.
I'm thinking today I'll sleep. I slept all night last night.
Day 2, here we go, hitting the road. We might listen to the podcast all day today, won't we?
Yeah.
Crime podcast. Got the girls all loaded, ready to see some farmland in this Midwest section of the U.S. Let's go.
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Farmland for as far as the eye can see. All corn and soybeans.
And if that sounds a bit blasé for the president, consider the time his staffers witnessed a rather unsavory medical. The surgery is super risky in the 1800s. Grover's doctor, Joseph, especially when the fate of a nation is in your hands. So Grover decides first, now go straight ahead and then enter the highway.
Making our first and maybe only stop of the day. Where are we? We're across the state line from Omaha, Nebraska, but we're technically in Cedar Bluffs or something like that, Iowa. I was wrong. I thought we were going to be driving all the way up through Nebraska today, but we're going to be right, like following the border of Nebraska, but we'll be in Iowa. So that's where we're going to be today. We stopped and got gas already, but it was a tight squeeze and there was nowhere for me to park or that I could figure out for me to park. So we pulled into this abandoned looking hotel across the little street. We wanted to get Subway at this truck stop. So we pulled in over here to where I can easily get back out onto the main road and everything. And Kayla ran across the street to get our lunch. Now I'm sitting here with the dogs, waiting on her to come back. So yeah, it's pretty hectic. The truck stop is super packed. So I had to pull in and block the entrance to get gas, and then I was only able to pull out. There was nowhere else to go. So, and I didn't really see where the trucks go, and I saw this really abandoned looking hotel over here with a decent sized parking lot that I could just park in for a minute. So that's where we're pulled over currently with the pups. It was a little stressful there for a second because it was just, you know, a lot of traffic, all of a sudden a lot of cars, because there's not much else around here. But hopefully it's the one stop of the day. We only got about 2.5 hours to Sioux Falls. Okay, I was wrong. We're in Council Bluffs, Iowa, which is literally like just across the border from Omaha, Nebraska. I guess this is basically like a suburb. Yeah, that's where we are. It is hot out, but it's not humid, which is different. It's a little humid, but it's not too bad. What else? All we've been seeing is farmland. We saw some windmills, just a few though. I was thinking we were going to see a big field of them, but we haven't seen that yet. Yeah. It's lunchtime. I'm really hungry. Kayla's the savior bringing us lunch. Yay for lunch. Kayla's the savior. I said Kayla's the savior bringing us lunch. Back up, Peanut. Back it up, let mommy get in the truck.
The bathrooms in this truck stop were so nice. They had a bidet on them, and then every stall had its own sink in there, and like you could shut the door and you were all shut in there. But the bidet, I took a picture, it has like all these different things on there.
Wow, that's pretty nice. I mean, I'm assuming it's because the truck drivers can go in there and make them feel clean. So like maybe that's why it's so busy, because they know this one's a real fancy clean one. I've
never seen a toilet so fancy. I thought I was in Europe.
All right, got our Subway, eating some lunch, and then we're gonna get back on the road.
Yep.
That's where your journey starts. You'll find better love, strong love. Stand beside each other.
There it is, all the Sioux I already hit the button.
South Dakota.
Look at it yourself too. Look at it.
Oh look, it's got Mount Rushmore on there.
We're in South Dakota. Alright, we had to make another pit stop. We're only about an hour outside of Sioux Falls. We're in an area of South Dakota called Vermilion. We stopped at a rest area. It looks pretty nice. See the rig back there? There's a rest area with a nice little concrete teepee. Go in here and use the restroom. Get back on the road. Alright, taking the girls out. See, look at them joyriding.
Wow.
This guy's acting nuts. This guy is driving his Winnebago thing around and around this. Look at this concrete teepee. You running around in South Dakota? Dude, that's a nice little loop around the building.
Lilybell,
I need to get cooled off.
did you pour that water on yourself? Are you girls worn out from running around the rest area?
Isn't that crazy man was gonna get
Did you run? Lilybell,
She's got her whole leg.
give her some more. She's thirsty, babe.
You want some more, baby? You should look at her, feel it right. She's soaking
I'm
wet.
soaked. Oh god, I'm soaked.
You want me to try and give her some more?
Yeah. Little cutie. I was so thirsty. That's the most exercise we've had in a while.
We're in the middle of witnessing something. When we were taking the dogs out and stuff, this guy in this weird Winnebago has been driving around the parking lot doing loops, going faster and faster and cutting in between all the cars and almost hitting people. And then he stops, park the thing, get out and have a dog with no leash and just be running around. And now these two guys that he almost ran over, one of them was chasing after him and he's pulling back into the rest area. We're trying to get out of here. We don't want to get involved in any of this madness. This guy, and he gets out of his RV, has no shirt on, looks like he's strung out on drugs. He's an older guy too, and it's a real beat up RV. That guy was running fast after him. Now he's pulled back into the rest area.
He's back now?
He's pulled, yeah, he's coming back through the entrance. Should we leave before he gets back over here? I got a shot of him driving by us once doing a lap. Dude was acting nuts. We took the, here he comes. He ain't gonna see me. Here he comes in his RV. I don't know what in the world this dude is doing. It's that RV right there. This guy's been acting so weird. He's pulling up back to these two guys that he almost ran over and he was talking with them earlier. This is so strange. No.
Hey, he's parking next to it. They're doing something.
Maybe they're trying to get him to get out of his, like stay out of his RV, and like the cops show up or something. I'm not sure. See me. And there's this weird old man doing something weird with the tree. Here's their RV. Ooh, they're being weird. That was a weird.
It's called the pet exercise area.
That was a weird thing we just witnessed. I have no idea what was going on.
Don't drink and drive.
We made it to Sioux Falls. We are already at our hotel. It's another La Quinta, but this one's a lot nicer looking already, just based on my check-in process and all that. Got us parked right out front by the sign, and they're cool with that. Parking is always going to be an issue because this thing is ginormous, but I don't think there's very many people staying here, so they were fine with us staying there. So we're gonna unload and get in the room, see what we're working with, and then maybe go out to the actual Sioux Falls and see if we can check those out. Maybe bring the dogs. We'll see. Little change of plans. We are staying here obviously, but instead of going to the actual falls, we are going to go to a restaurant and have dinner and have a couple of drinks or something. We're just going to leave the dogs in the room. Isn't that right?
What?
What I just said?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, you're supposed to fake like you heard me.
Oh, sorry.
No, we're going to go find somewhere fun to eat.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, instead of going to the falls.
Yeah.
It's a little hot
Too
out here.
hot.
It's like 100 degrees almost.
Yeah.
All right, we're in the downtown Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Figured coming downtown will show us what the town's like. Looks pretty cute down here. Gonna stop in and have a beer. Alright, so we stopped into a brewery downtown. We got out of an Uber and immediately popped into this brewery to have a drink. It's called the, what's it called?
Oh, let's try it at the same time.
Yeah, it's called the Fernson Downtown Brewery or something like that. Fernson Brewing Company. So here's what the cute little glass looks like. It's pretty cool right here on the square. And we're gonna take us a sip. Cheers, babe. Pretty good. We just got the regular lager or whatever just to try it, so it tastes pretty good. Now we're gonna sit here and enjoy it and enjoy the view. We popped into another bar here in town in Sioux Falls and called the Blarney Stone. So we're having us an Irish amber ale from Minneapolis. You about fall? All right, it's twilight in Sioux Falls. Kayla's favorite time in any city.
I love twilight.
I like coming down to the downtown area. You get a good feel for what the town's kind of like.
Yeah.
Got the cool State Theater over here playing. Well, right now they're playing virtual movies, but you know, that's probably like the hip little.
What's a virtual movie?
I guess you go on their website and watch it with them. You can pay, like if you're a member, you can watch whatever the movie is they got.
Yeah. They have lots of cool like restaurants and bars here.
Yeah, cool little shops. There's some shops down through here we haven't seen yet. Overall, I like this little area of the town. I would definitely like the theater, I feel like. Or I feel like we would both like the theater.
It's so sad it's all boarded up.
I know. We're gonna have to find us a good theater when we're in our new town. Wandering around downtown Sioux Falls, seeing what we can see.
Figure out what's going on.
Found a walking bridge across this little river, so we're gonna go see what it looks like. What river is this?
In the picture it looks so blue.
What picture? Look at this turtle down here.
Wow, that is a big one.
Can't see it in the video, but he's a big turtle right there.
Probably just dunked under.
He's going under. That's a big one too. Look at him.
He's gone.
There. There's a turtle.
He's gone.
And he's gone. Wow. It's a cool little walking bridge. We're gonna go stand in the middle of it. Look across the rivers.
It'll be pretty once I get it all done.
Yeah. This is a cool little downtown area. It's like a smaller Chattanooga.
Yeah, it does remind me of Chattanooga a lot. I'm getting a lot of like Chattanooga vibes.
Yeah, kind of hip. Got some breweries. Got some cool little restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
Got a river. We're at a local pizza place. Well, pizza pub and grill kind of place. They have the ice thing where you put your beer and it keeps it cold. That's pretty sweet.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Or is this
We got
yours?
two different ones. You got the amber, remember? And I got the IPA from across the street.
I like mine.
Oh yeah, I like mine. Do you want to taste mine so you can taste what an IPA is?
Can you talk this into a large?
We have a nice thin crust pizza here. Tomato basil flavor, to be exact.
This is my taste. It's very large.
You got the big first piece? Okay, you say so. Needless to say, we really enjoyed this pizza. As I'm about to eat this last little piece, and we're gonna save these other three for lunch tomorrow. It's really, really good pizza. What's the place called? McKenzie River Pizza? Yeah, McKenzie River Pizza in Sioux Falls is really good. But we're back home. We're getting cleaned up for the night so that we can get up bright and early tomorrow and just hit the road. But yeah, so we're gonna do a couple administrative type things, clerical type things, as Kayla would call it. I gotta finish forwarding our Comcast internet and all that, so we'll be ready to have Wi-Fi and everything at the apartment when we get there. We already booked tomorrow night's hotel, but I need to go ahead and look for the next 2 nights hotel. Tomorrow night we're staying in, where are we staying? Gillette, Wyoming. The next night we're staying in Butte, Montana. And then the next night we're staying in Ellensburg, Washington. And that'll be the last night before we get to move into our apartment. But yeah, so the rest of tonight is just gonna be doing some of that and then going to bed early. So today was awesome. It was a shorter travel day, but we also slept in because we needed to sleep. The shorter travel day let us at least get into town and let us explore some of the Sioux Falls downtown area, which was pretty cool. Hit up a couple of spots real fast, walk to the little river crosswalk area. It was a really nice little downtown area, that's for sure. I'm not sure about the rest of the town. You know, we saw some of it. We saw some of it as we were driving through in the lids and everything. There were some spots that look a little rough, but I mean, like I said, we don't live here, so I'm not really sure. Definitely lots of weird casinos. That's another thing. Lots and lots of casinos, and some of them look like they could be the size of like a tiny little bar, and it just says like Joker's Casino. Don't really know what's up with that, but overall, downtown Sioux Falls was really cool. But we're gonna call it a night. We gotta get some rest, so we'll see you tomorrow for another fun travel day. Hopefully we'll get to go explore a little bit of Gillette as well. So it's kind of more of a mountainous, kind of deserty mountain area, I think. So hopefully we can get there with enough time to get out into their little downtown area and do something a little fun, but we'll see you then.